Hello, everybody. Nobody's watching me. um, Bored as shit after school. Got nothing to do. Got no homework besides like a 4-question assignment, and that's it. Too bad tonight. Um, I'm in a great mood for Goosebumps, so there's that. Tonight I'm just planning on reading a little of a book at least. Doesn't have to be Goosebumps, but doing a Goosebumps stream because we got some news, y'all. We got some more news about Goosebumps Disney Plus season 2, and it ain't just what we got last night too. We got some news today, so it's gonna come. It's all gonna come crashing down. It does kind of look like AI, but it looks more. It leans more to someone actually made it, like it's a real photo. They edited the egg and shit. It leans more to that, but I get the idea because I mean there are videos that look so real from certain companies. Not the cheap AI. I've used cheap AI to make some shitty images. People use it all the time, but it looks like one of those really hyper AIs. But I'm more leaning to it's probably a real person who made it, or rather a team of artists. I hope. Hello everybody. Egg Monster Sweep. Very excited about Egg Monsters. Um, we got some news, and I might make a quick 3-minute video about it because that's not the only news we got. We got a name. So if y'all remember for Goose in season 1, all right, and this is not gonna be the name I'm calling it. We had Goosen's Resurrection linked. That was the prototype name for season 1, or the whole show at the time. That's what they were planning to call it, Goosen's Resurrection. Probably didn't sit well with people, so they just went, all right, Goosebumps. And I mean, I wouldn't have minded too much, but it's really weird. But that's in the past now. It didn't happen. Goose Resurrection's dead. We got the actual Goosebumps name. you know, I get Disney's trying to disassociate with the '90s shows so people aren't confusing it. Like, we have Goosebumps. We also have Goosebumps. We also have Goosebumps. You won't know which movie or show I'm talking about. It's all called Goosebumps. You can only specify one, and it's Goosebumps 2. Hello, no. News we got is another name like Resurrection, right? It's another scenario like that, and I really do not think it's going to be used. Especially since it's so random. Like, from what we know, that does not sound like it's going to make any sense at all. Alright? Goosebumps Gravesend. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it. Resurrection was fine. This is fine. Um, it's not bad at all. It's just like, it's really the best prototype name. I mean, Resurrection made no sense for season 1. Nobody got revived besides maybe Kondu. But even then, it's like, okay. And then you have Gravesend, and this season's about aliens. Like, it's complete opposite. We're looking up, not down below, under our feet. We're looking up in the night sky. Complete opposite of what we're being teased. It's being called Gravesend. I think that's another scenario where, like, nickname it. And I highly think it's probably another one of those code names, maybe. Like I did for Port Lawrence 93, since that's when Biddle died in 93, took place in Port Lawrence. That's what I did for season 1. That was the code name for the show. Season 2. And I think it has a code name. I'm not sure what it was. But, no, it is, no, I just remembered. There was a photo leaked. Not leaked, but it was just taken. This isn't a leak. This was just literally in New York. Not the city. The state. Somewhere in New York. And it was... There were posters up, just like in season 1, for when they were going to be filming at certain places. and there was this pole, like, a long stick in the ground that had the words yada 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 Goosebumps is filming here. So it's not. Sorry, Goosebumps season 2 does not have a code name like season 1 did with Port Lawrence 93. It's literally just called Goosebumps. So this is just the resurrection scenario. Thought I'd share that. We also got a photo of two of the actors walking by a river. In the town though, it's like a river, and then there's seating, and it's like a park, public park, giant river, probably a bridge in the background. Yeah, um, that makes sense since it was photo we got big city. That was a big city with a giant river. Makes sense. Yes, it's in New York. It's filming in New York. I'm gonna 100% bet it's gonna take place in New York because I mean that's a proud setting. You're gonna put a show in New York, and you're filming in New York. Makes sense. Gravesend. It's Gravesend with a D, not a T. Um, Not Gravesend. I think that actually sounds better, but Gravesend. I don't know. um, let's see. Yeah, Goosen's Resurrection ain't bad, but it's like much more creative names that you could make for, I mean, actually relating to the show. Fret Above would not be a bad title. Unless they only call it that. A Goosebumps show. Fret Above. That's not going to be well. If you label it Goosebumps, then people are going to go, hey, Goosebumps, I love that show, or I love that series, or I love those movies. Gotta watch it! For people who haven't seen or heard of the new show. So yeah, they call it something different, it won't work, but I 100% bet it's just gonna be called Season 2 on Disney Plus and Hulu, because of course Season 1 is Disney Plus Season 1, since it's only on Disney Plus at the moment. They removed it from Hulu. They only added the Hulu on the launch day for purposes. Goosebumps Takes Manhattan. That's gonna be pretty cool. I lost track of thought. Goosebumps Season 2 is probably just gonna be the call of it. It's just gonna be Goosebumps Season 2. Yeah. Yeah. I highly doubt it's gonna be called Gravesend at the end of the day. It's the resurrection thing again. That's their name for now. It's definitely a prototype name, so it's more distinguishable. Goosebumps Invasion. Okay. That's basically the first and second movie then. The books we can say will be in season 2 is Sale of the Basement and Egg Monster Mars. We need theories in the free books, so will probably be in season 2. Well, I already drew some theories. Alright, and these are fucking abundantly cleared too. Like, I think this is a given. Invasion Body Squeezers. And I'll count it as one, because they are literally the same story. There's a bind-up in the UK of them both in one book. I mean, for fuck's sakes, it is one story. It literally ends chapter at the end of the book and picks up immediately after. Like, there is no jump in time, and it's just back-to-back stories. And, it's not a sequel. That's why it's called Part 2. It is a two-parter. They come one after another, and they're very connected, because they're literally one story. They just, split it in half. Part 1. Build up the aliens. Part 2. Aliens attack. And it's fucking great, but count as one. Then the other one that we know is likely now that Egg Monster's being used. Can't get over that. Is Girl Cried Monster. I didn't say this publicly, I don't think, but I don't know if I said this. I did say it in a server. Mr. Mortman's probably gonna be like an alien spy. Like, if they're gonna incorporate Girl Cried Monster into a Goosebumps series about aliens, the most they could do is just make him a fucking alien. Like a shape-shifting alien. The most thing I want to see out of these 4 books we know for now, or are likely, Mr. Fleshman. Did I say it right? Or Freshman? Fleshman. Well, I just gotta... Jesus. Some neurons activated in my brain, and now I just understand his name from the book, because in part 2, his name, Mr. Fleshman, really makes sense at the end of the book. Mr. Fleshman, you know? Read part 2 if you've read part 1. Abundantly makes sense now. I'm fucking stupid. I don't believe, like, I never called that. It just popped in my head. Mr. Fleshman. Holy shit. Wonder why it's called that. Read the fucking ending. Very gross ending, too. Body Squeezers Part 2. I want him to show up. I want to see Mr. Fleshman, because he's, like, the coolest neighbor character slash threat in all of, like, Goosebumps. Just dead ass. I love Mr. Fleshman. He's a funny guy, but he's really fucking evil. So, yeah. And he has a badass twist to him that is disgusting and horrific. And dark. Very dark. You know, involves pretty serious shit. It's... yeah. Underrated duo of books, Body Squeezers Part 1 and 2. I'm going to be reviewing those in November. Already have that locked in my brain. Because, specifically November, because that's when I originally read the 2-parter. Was November when I was in 6th grade. And now I want to review it, both of them, finally, in November when I'm in 9th grade. Just to come 3 years full circle. 4 years, actually. It took a while. Goosens in London. I would not be surprised, alright? It already happened with Terror Tower. I mean, fuck's sakes, that could be a whole season on its own. Time books, you could... well, Cuckoo Clock's already done, but... you could throw a GYG in there with TikTok, you're dead. And, well, actually, that's 2 on the nose. But Terror Tower mixed in some other medieval books, like maybe Hedge Loose. Might as well with that one. The cover isn't very medieval looking, but it is medieval. It's not a big spoiler. It's like 30 pages in and that shit happens. So don't get mad at me. 30 pages in and shit goes medieval as fuck. Definitely featuring Monsters Marsh, indeed. It's gonna have Night in Terror Tower. Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's a given, if it happens. I know season 2 isn't even out yet, but I wonder if season 3 is gonna be about camp. I'm calling it, man. All right, each season had a theme. Season 1, La Popular Books. Season 2, aliens and invaders from other planets. Season 3, camp. Just the 4 camp books. You don't even need anything else. You can just do camp. All right. It's what I want. All right. If we get a camp focused season, I mean, first off, I hope it's kind of like the Fear Street Part 2, the second movie. Only less murdery and more supernatural and demons and ghouls and less slappy, of course. Alright? You know, season 3, Camp Nightmare. They could make Saber out there and make the camp run by military, as they find out. 2, Jelly Jam. King Jelly Jam's there, and he's the big bad. Make him the big bad. That would be cool. Big purple ball monster. I mean, we all know it by now. Camp Cold Lake. Ghost side character. They're a mini threat. They were, you know, they're their own thing. Ghost Camp. I have no clue how to do that. That's a handful, because Camp Cold Lake and Ghost Camp are kind of similar. They both have ghosts. One really evil one, and then Ghost Camp has a plethora of evil ghosts. Well, ill-intentioned in the moment ghosts. I made a whole rant about that in my Ghost Camp review, how they aren't even evil and you could just help them. But yeah. Sorry. Read more Do you like K-pop? I don't know. I don't listen to K-pop much, but it's not terrible. What's up? Hello, Martin. David Schwimmer being Curly would be hilarious. Um, if Curly is ever gonna be one person, like ever, or like voiced by a certain person, I don't know who I'd want him to be necessarily, but it'd probably be some sort of comedian. All right, I don't want Curly to be like Adam Sandler, but Jim Carrey. But that spot's reserved for Dr. Maniac. Dr. Maniac, Jim Carrey. Come on, make it happen. Make it happen, Sony. Season 4. Superhero theme. Alright. I've lost interest. Anyways. Carly should be voiced by Keanu Reeves. Bro went from Shadow the Hedgehog to Curly? What the hell? Back to John Wick with John Wick Chapter 18. When that ever happens. I'm restarted. That's interesting. Jelly Jam is pretty special. Kind of agree. Your Uncle Jackson. People shit on Goosebumps 2 left and right, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I think it is one of the most controversial, but not like people just hated, because that's just hated. There are so many people coming out and saying I love Goosebumps 2, right? One of them just joined. Shit. Now I gotta be really nice. But it's just like Goosebumps 2 don't do it for a lot of people. But I'm glad people enjoy Goosebumps 2 more than I do. And I really loved Goosebumps 2 as a little baby. I thought it was like on par with the first film. No. No. But nowadays when I watch Goosebumps 2, I'm just left sitting there like, okay. It's over. That was Goosebumps 2. I don't hate it at all. I think it is okay, but it is relatively mid, but it is saved by a stronger first half with Slappy, minus the badass. I mean, the horrible ass CGI, not badass like it looks great. No, horrible CGI with Slappy. It looks fucking awful. Just gonna be honest. Hopefully, Goosebumps Gravesend will top Haunted Halloween is my favorite Sony project. Jesus Christ. Well, on topic. I hope, man. My favorite Sony project for Goosebumps is clearly the original movie. Then it's Season 1, and then it's Haunted Halloween. Mostly say Season 1 because, I don't know, Slappy looks cool. Slappy looks cool. 9 out of 10. Huh. Yeah, now there needs to be an incest plotline, and I'll give you a 10 out of 10. I'm fucking joking. Season 2 predictions, everybody? Alright, we gotta get Rocky from Night of Living Dummy free, specifically the book, because he totally did something in that book. It didn't just sit there. We gotta get Mr. Wood, Mary Ellen. Don't forget Slappy. Or should I say Snappy, because he died in the first season. Let's throw him in with, I don't know, Zapped in Space. Just some random book. Speaking of Zapped in Space, maybe that's gonna be in Season 2. Because it's an alien book. That'd be fucking cool. Even though it would make no sense since the book is only half about aliens and half about the Arctic. Yeah. What in the hell? What did I miss? Jesus. Praise Satan. Satan is king. Hail Satan. Do not quote me. Do not fucking quote me. I was just reading it. Interesting opinion there, Mr. Michael Craig. Um, well, let's not talk about the underworld here, alright? I don't believe in God, but I don't believe in Satan. You're entitled to your own beliefs. I'm not gonna shame you, but there are people highly offended by it in chat, most likely. And there will be people retroactively looking on this stream in, like, I don't know, 69 years specifically for no reason at all, and thinking, wow, that son of a bitch is fucking stupid, and you're gonna get offended. So, for the sake of the viewers, and for the sake of just, keeping the chat healthy, I have to mute you. That was the most kind way I could put it. Thank you, Martin, unless you're talking with Platonist. I can't tell. Either way, great choice. I mean, unless you pick me, I'm just joking. I'm fucking. We have a blue-haired girl. Interesting. God is good. For show. Oh, hell yeah, completionist. Free Goose 4 now. Can't forget the 90s show. 4 times in the past there has been just a show or movie put out involving Goosebumps, and it always featured Slappy at some point. Whilst the 90s show, it could go a season without Slappy, obviously. They did that for season 4. And yeah, they had a Slappy episode per season until season 4. There's been non-stop talk about Goosebumps 1. Everybody's like, Slappy. 90s show, Slappy episodes. Goosebumps 2, Slappy. He's so great! His animation's amazing when he's on screen. CGI. Looks fucking ugly! Anyways. And then season 1, Slappy Show! It's the nickname. It's just annoying after a point in time, especially when Slappy's not that great a character, especially in the books. I'm very glad to see some new media, specifically new media, because in the past 3 adaptations of Goosebumps, it all has been centered around Slappy. We're getting something besides the living dummy that a lot of people are starting to not like. Mostly because of the books for me. I'll admit it, I only hate Slappy because of the shit books. Well, I don't hate him, but I hate his appearance in some books. God damn. Like, huge examples straight out of my ass. Sorry, my cat just distracted me. Fuck off! I love you. Revenge of the Living Dummy. Sorry. Not a great book, in my opinion. After rereading it. Welcome to my iWish. No, I have a weird voice. Come on. Come on, Bookie! Sorry. Oh, yeah, we also got... I'm their kid! Curly and Twisty. Yeah, it's Twisty. It's Curly. Married couple. No, it's the bride and groom skeletons from Goosebumps 2. They're not Goosebumps. Let's see. Boring Goosebumps book. Alright, I don't agree with this one too much, but a lot of people say you can't scare me. And I will admit, it's boring-ish. It's like, it's entertaining, but just the bare minimum entertaining. Shit, my cat tail just pushed my camera. He's trying to rub against my hand. You see the camera, like, flinch at all. Yeah, that's my cat. Goyle? Sweetheart? This shit sleeps with me. Hey, trying to kiss me. You Can't Scare Me is one big one. I'd say Go Eat Worms is my actual pick if I had to say something personally. Boring. Just how fucking... It's just not a living dummy of worms, for God's sakes. It's Alive, It's Alive. I said it. I fucking said it. It's Alive, It's Alive's, like, first 40 pages are boring. Minus, like, one scene, which is, the first scene with the robot chick. The first scene. Where she's doing something crazy. That's like, oh, that's cool! Rinse and repeat for 40 pages with bland fucking fake outs and the not believe me bullshit. And you got Night Living Dummy for Robot. And then you have the typical Night Living Dummy twist. And then you go full sci-fi bullshit. I'm not a big fan of that book. Surprisingly. Let's see. Oh, fuck. This cat's crazy. Come on. I know, right? Yes, I love you. This is stupid. Trick or Trap. That's gonna be fun. Can't wait to read that book again. Might be terrible. Yep, probably. Sorry, reading messages. Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. Yep, that's another decent pick. Boring fucking Night Living Dummy with gnomes. So many books. So many books, I tell you, are just Night Living Dummy with blank. Night Living Dummy with a robot. That's the first half of It's Alive, It's Alive. Fucking boring. I know, hot take, but it fucking is. Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. First half, or most of the book actually, is Night Living Dummy with lawn gnomes. Go Eat Worms. Night Living Dummy with worms somehow, but yes. It's fucking stupid. There's probably a bunch I'm forgetting, but there's a lot of, you know, books out there, I believe. I just like it. Not to mention the actual Night Living Dummies, so... Lost Legends? That book is like... I've never heard that complaint, but I've always heard like, oh, it's a bad book, or it's like a okay book. I'm in the category. It's like it's whatever. It's just ow, fuck, cat's fucking pulling my hairs. Legend of the Lost Legend is whatever to me, but like, I've never heard anybody call it boring. Mostly because it's like usually action packed, like every scene. Like it's pretty entertaining. In terms of, like, it being a story, it keeps you engaged to some extent. I mean, it's not a great story, but it keeps you engaged. Because there's always shit going on in that book. I've never even heard of that, no. What is the worst Goosebumps book? To me. Planet of the Lawn Gnomes. Fucking horrible from beginning to end. Like, it's so bad. Never read that, guys. Unless you're a completionist and have to read everything, or want to read anything. Planet of the Lawn Gnomes is horrible. Horrible. God-awful. Worse than its predecessor, I'm not even kidding you. Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes is pretty well, if you include, of course, the other stuff, the actual good of that book. But without those final, like, 30 pages, it'd be like, yep, 2 out of 10. But, we have fucking Planet of the Lawn Gnomes, and it's just pile of shit for like 120, 30 pages. With one of the worst final chapters I've ever read. And I love aliens, alright? That should give you some fucking insight of how bad it is, because there's some alien stuff going on in that book. Very vaguely, but it's in there. It's called Planet of the Lawn Gnomes for a reason. It is a Planet of the Lawn Gnomes. Oh, big spoilers on the fucking title. It's horrible. Just stay away from it unless you much you hate so. Yep, that is a wild thing that I've heard. He told that to Stephen King once. They were at a party or a, I don't know where the hell they were. They were at some point together. They met each other, and that was one of the first things he called Stephen King. Is that people call him a training bra for his, his books. Crazy shit. Nice wallpaper. Thanks. Moose is orangutan. I fucking hated Moose in that book. He's actually an improvement in the graphics from Graphics Tree. He's an improvement in the comic, but the comic is like 10 times worse. I'm not even kidding you. It's like a 3 out of 10. Right? Maybe not 10 times worse, but it is like half as good or whatever you give it of the book. Twice as bad, I'd say. It's fucking terrible. The worst comic I've ever read. So it beat Scare School, and that was a pile of shit. You know, Scare School. I don't have it out, but Scare School from Just Beyond. Fucking terrible book. And then Lawn Gnome's comic somehow beats it in horribility. Yeah. Battery at 6%. Alright, alright. Okay, I don't mind 0 threat level. That's never been an issue for me. Like, it's literally kids' horror. That's kind of half the point when it comes to the villains. Like, they can't be a straight-up murderer of guns and crazy shit. Like, they can be a threat, but, like, they don't have to be, like, fucking nuclear warfare, can't avoid bullshit. The villains just have to be an antagonist of sorts. I mean, there's books where the antagonist is literally just a bully, hence How to Learn to Fly. And it still works. It's just like, I get that, it's kind of really goofy. Like, not kids' horror goofy, it's like, it's below to what you'd expect in terms of goofiness. It's like, really kiddish, instead of like, yeah, it's around teenager, humor. At least for the 90s Goosebumps. That one kind of fucks it up there, but I don't mind it. Fair enough. It's not a hot take to like that book. It's actually a common take to like Abominable Snowman. But, I'm gonna be honest, I actually think it's a guilty pleasure read. There are those books, everybody, that you will love more than you actually give the score for it, but you can't bother putting any higher because it's not realistically what you think. Alright? Little Shop of Hamsters, it's so bad it's good, but it's still a not very great book. So it's like well, I haven't reviewed it yet on the channel, but it's fine in score. It's fine. Like, it's okay. That's how it rounds out. Really enjoyed that book. It was stupid. There's Return to Ghost Camp. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I look at it as a 10 out of 10. One of the best stories ever written in Goosebumps, because it plays out everything almost perfectly, minus the very obvious filler with the little brother shit, but not shit. It's not bad, but good point. It's just in there for no reason. It's kind of weird. But it's not actually a solid 10 out of 10. It is, and well, I won't show my score since I just reviewed it. Y'all should go watch that if you're, well, if you've read the book, of course. I don't want to spoil shit for you. It's a great book. Or skip to the end. Made the whole review for nothing. I could have said some slurs and nobody would have noticed because nobody watches my videos. I'm just fucking joking. There's those books, and Model Snowman fits in there. I love the book more than I actually rate it. The reason I don't rate it higher than a 6.5 out of 10 is the fucking final 20 pages. When they go back to Pasadena with you know who. It's fucking horrible. Sorry. But, you know, glad people enjoy that book. It is a great book. Like, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, until that shit kicks in and it drops the ball so hard. It's like a mallet on my nutsacks. I've said this 1,000 times. Vulnerable Snowman found 20 pages like a mallet on my nutsacks. Alright, why am I saying sacks? Sack. It hurts. It just hurts me. Could have been great. Should have been great. Fucking throw that into a completionist video. Should have been great. Goosebumps. Should have been a great book. Completely fucks up the end. My least favorite adaptation of the Gnomes is the comic. The second least favorite is the book. My favorite's the episode. Second favorite's the movie. Why? Because there's no story attached to them, and the episode's 20 minutes of actually kind of scary gnomes. Tell you that much. The live action adaptations to the gnomes do much more justice to the actual book. I mean, even the cover is really solid. I like the cover. Like, it's like a 7.5 out of 10 cover. It's really solid. It's not amazing, but it's, you know, one of Jacobus's more average works. But, the books are not great. Don't ever read any adaptations of Law Gnomes, but maybe watch the episode. Unless you're, like, really into fantasy. I don't know. There's, like, a hint of that and some lore drops in the books. Yeah. Well-loved Goosen's book. Ghost Camp. I said it. I said it again. Oops, I fucking did it again. Woohoo. I'm gonna die on that, man. Ghost Camp is fucking overrated. It's like average. You know, it's 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 territory, it's average. And people are like, 10 out of 10! Oh. When there's a much better sequel out there that is, like, borderline perfect, you have Ghost Camp, which has just giant stupidity and random shit in the climax, right? Giant monster hinted at earlier shows up. Leave it vague. Dumb plot twist shoved out of their ass. How did we figure out? How'd you do that? It gives the worst explanation ever. Misunderstood ghosts. That pissed me off. Stupid. I rate the book lower than it actually should be just because people are so dumb about the ghosts. But it's whole another story on its own. Fucking slow first 50 pages. It doesn't really lift off or easy. The book has fucking issues. And people are like, dun. Let's see. Trying to scroll up. Yes, I watch horror movies. Pretty much all the time. Hello. Yeah, I know who you are. Disney Girl, 2004. Yeah, I'll have to get up. Something I've never done because I'm so lazy. It's either I'm glued to my bed or I'm glued to my chair. Huh. Eat, sleep, goosebumps, repeat. I'm fucking... If I had merch, that would be the shirt. It's fucking horrible. Hold up, one minute. I don't know what to say about that. Hello, Martin. Alright, let's get up. I'm gonna have to bring the charger over. This thing charged slowly. Fuck. Oh! that pretty wrong, but it'll work. Okay, sitting here now. Alright, so it's, let me pull out Indian reprint. I don't want to pull out my Indian reprints, plural. Because I don't know where they are. Well, I know, but I just don't know. I don't bother to go get them. Because they're spread out. I have them all tucked in a drawer or anything. They're there. Right, well, let's pull out one of the books in season 2. Here's, wait, no, this is a real copy. Never mind, I thought it was my Indian. I hate Indian reprints. I said preprints. Okay. Let me fucking find one. There we go. Hey guys! Look what I found! I went thrifting today and I found this amazing book. It's so rare. It's like $20, but it's so rare. It's very common, but it's a GYG. It's a black spine. Oh, let me check the printing. Might be a first printing. Yeah, first printing of. There's no print numbers. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's an Indian. Here's an Indian copy of. I don't know what he's just doing there. Birthday party of. No, fuck. Scary Birthday to You. My bad. I actually just read this. This is the copy I read. It's an Indian. I don't give a shit. It's not my real copy. Yeah, I'm okay. That's far. I'd never do that. Anyways, turning the dummy reviews over here. Whoopsie daisies! It's a fucking Indian. It costs like a penny to make. Anyways, it's an Indian. It's my rarest Indian, I guess. Even though this is probably really common. I see so much more Indians for, like, Black Spines than I do for, like, OG series and especially Series 2000. Because I have 3 OG series reprints. The most common I see are obviously the rarer books and literally just the rarer books. You know, final 3, especially the final 2. And I have Indian reprints of the final 2 Goosebumps books in OG series. Live in Your Basement and Monster 4. I have 2 Series 2000 Indians. Then I have this one Black Spine Indian that haunts me. I don't know what to say about it. Fuck. People fucking hate Shrunken Ed. Or think it's mid. I, never heard positivity outside of, like, me, Bruce, and, like, maybe one other person. And a random Goodreads review. Tarot Sour, I can get. I love that book. 10 out of 10. Rounded. Not perfect 10 out of 10. The only one ever got there perfect 10 out of 10 is, fuck. What was it? Real stupid here, guys. I'm Evil Twin. Most perfect Goosebumps book ever made. Basically, no fucking issues. Basically. Yeah, no issues. Dummy sequels -2. The fuck? Okay, I hate this fact that everybody loves the shit out of Dummy 2 and ignores how terrible the first fucking, 60 pages are. Right? They're not a bad story or anything, just, it's a drag. It's a boring fucking drag. It's like, how the fuck do people like this? It's just, it's not great. It's not 10 out of 10, fucking 9 out of 10s. I still think it's a really good book at the end of the day. It's just like, I think that's the most overrated Dummy book. Minus, well, of course, Slappy's Nightmare. That one's unbelievably overrated. It's insane. Dummy 2 is actually not that good. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid, but that book is hella overrated nowadays. Black Ring. Apparently, people love it. I've never heard anything like people going anything higher than a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's okay. It's an okay book. It's an under-recognized one. I'll give it that. I hear nothing about that book. Literally ever. It's practically invisible. Um, I rarely think of it, especially since I've read it over a year now. It's been over a year since I touched a book. Um, just never think of Black Ring. So I can't fucking speak for anybody on that book, but I don't hear jack shit for it. Shelly Jam I completely agree with, and probably most of the Dummy sequels, yeah. What is it, bud, huh? I have no fucking clue what I just read. Is Undertale Yellow Canon to one deity at Horror Land Buddha. Land Beatty Horror. Best friend forever. I had a stroke, dude. I don't know what I just read. I'm no shame, but like, what? Can you retype that? Um, please. Sorry. Oh shit! Fuck, almost forgot. Everybody, we got it. We got the new graphic novel, and I've already read it. I read it in less than 2 hours since I bought it. I got this yesterday morning. You know, right after the very. Sorry, I just muted my mic. Look at that beauty! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Mm-hmm. Adoring that. So the morning after, we get this fucker, and well, I'm gonna review it tomorrow. I've already planned it out. 10th of the month, we're gonna review Haunted Mask graphic novel, and I should be getting Night of Living Mummy next week. So that'll probably come out review wise right before my birthday, like just a day or two. Also, I'm gonna get a dupe of this. We ordered this because it wasn't at Barnes and Noble with Night of Living Mummy, and this is just at Walmart. And my mom's like, just grab it. Now I'm gonna have two, and I don't mind that at all. It's just pretty funny. Yeah, you had a stroke. I still don't know what that means. Alright, yeah. Under the Cannon. Like, it's fucking. I don't speak that. I don't speak that. Turn into Drac for a second. Adam Sandler, motherfucker. Putting this away. If my fucking shells would stay in place. There we go. Never mind, they're not staying in place, motherfuckers. Oh, great. The book won't go in the fucking drawer. And the drawer keeps coming out the whole shelf. There we go. Piece of shit. I'm gonna grab something. Ow. Goosebumps. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Don't you guys love it? While you're watching the stream, why would you be watching a Goosebumps stream if you didn't like Goosebumps? Fake fan. Fake fan. Fake fan. You've never read a Goosebumps book? Fake fan. They're blind, but fake fan. Yeah, I'm blind. Never read a Goosebumps book. Not listening to the audiobooks, though. Fake fan! He never read one! Have a piece of poo-poo. Tastes like shit. Because it is shit. I'm eating literal shit. Straight out of the toilet. Jesus. It came flying off the shelf. I'm calling it supernatural forces did that. And that's the plot of season 5 of Goosebumps. Fucking the phone flies off the shelf. Kills a kid. We have another mystery. We have 5 kids. All of them are black and gay. Or lesbian. One's transgender. And they're super stereotyping. The monsters picked our chicken. Fucking Fear Street. just because. Slappy for the 3rd time. And One Day at Horrorland, but it's literally just the horrors. There's no park. Calling it. Did chat get disabled? Dislike the video. No, wait. Like and unlike the video, because I don't like being a like beggar if the chat got disabled, so I can't tell. This is awkward. Never mind. Wait. There we go. Something actually happened. Okay, I guess chat isn't disabled. What is Undertale yellow canon of Goosebumps? What the fuck are you asking me? I don't know what that is. I have never heard of such a thing in my life. What? It's like you're speaking a different language, man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm sorry. Alien. Huh. Guys, it's Goosebumps Season 2. And guess what? I don't know. I don't know why I said guess what. Goosebumps Season 2, everybody! Official poster! Oh, wait. Oh, it's just a book. Holy shit, I just had a eureka! Guys, Season 2 uses alien books. And if you know what I mean, that would fit the theme. Even with the plants. Holy shit. Eureka! Holy fuck. Well, we got Sell the Basement. Got Sell the Basement. We got Egg Monsters from Mars. So we have plants and aliens. And whoop-de-doo, there's a book that combines those both. Interesting. You are the person, huh? Alright. Well, I guess we just found out the 5th book is Jack-o'-lanterns. Holy shit. That makes perfect sense if so. That is the biggest hot take I've ever heard, but alright. Oi, Mike. I bet an interesting stream. Well, do you mean like all of the books, Night Living Dummy, or just of the original trilogy? Or quintilogy if you are including all of the 90s Slappy books? I don't know what my specifics are, what my options are. Oh. Alright. Um. Wow, it's yeah, it's a really, really tough OG series. Original 90s Goosebumps Slappy cover art. I love the Brandon Dorman version. It's so good. I love that reprint. Has a great cover art. If you couldn't tell, I'm being extremely sarcastic. Fuck that, or anyways. Slappy is literally based off Pinocchio, so it's not a theory, it's a fact. But you're saying Slappy is literally Pinocchio. Like, bro, where'd Pinocchio go in his life? Dark route to go down, Mr. Pinocchio. Oh my god. This Mr. Goodbye is so good, mate. I haven't had a Mr. Goodbar in like 5 years. I bought one yesterday at the store. Like a nice sized one. Still munching on it. It's decently big. And I think I found a new favorite chocolate bar. Let's see here. I'm gonna say no. Yep. Nightmare of Woods I've heard is really bad, so I can't agree from just what I hear. Yeah, Slappy. The Brandon Dorman version of Slappy for Slappy Rule is fucking ugly. Like, hella ugly. We'll give it credit where credit is due. It can sometimes look decent. I think it looks fine on the Clue board game art. Maybe I'm just biased for that beautiful background and the 90s logo being used in it. I don't know. Probably biased. My people are still watching. See, everybody proceeds to leave. Oh, fucking comedic. I got the new Night of the Living Dummy free blanket, and I actually got 2 of them. I already said that a lot. I'm sleeping with the second one, but the first one's the real deal. And even though I enjoy sleeping with the second one, The first one has that sex appeal. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. I just made a beautiful poem about slappy blankets. Alright, that was, that was fucking gross. Alright. I smell like, I sound like like I just smoked a joint on me. Attack the Jack is fucking awful. There you go. I'm not gonna push it any further. It's just fucking awful. I think that's some bullshit. How everybody just picked 2. I mean, sure, maybe it's the best of the 3, but like, let me be honest. 2 is so fucking overrated now. It's stupid. It's not highly overrated, but it's like, it's getting, like, really overrated. Like, it's starting to piss me off. Like, okay, the climax isn't good enough to forgive how fucking boring and atrociously slow and shitty the first half of the book was. I'll be honest, I fucking hated that part. It wasn't horrible, but I personally did not enjoy my time with it. It was not entertaining. And it's like, people fucking love it. It's just like, how? I mean, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm high. Maybe I'm on the finest coke. From like, I don't know, the Walter White of coke. Dummy 2 is overrated. I'm watching chat. Oh, wow. Mr. Goodbar. Whilst you are the texture of poo-poo, you make me feel great inside. Alright? I personally prefer you more than when I take my wife to the bed for... Alright, that's enough! No more weird poems about shit. Alright? The dummy blanket poem was weird. Mr. Goodbar poem was weird. What's next? Mr. Beast Chris Tyson? I like elementary schools, but not in the way you think. Well, Chris Tyson likes to wear pink. I just love the stink. See? I didn't shower every day in elementary school. I didn't like this thing. You know, yeah, there we go. Well, a poem that I said that wasn't gross in one specific way. Well, I mean, a very specific way, not just like, oh, it's in one way, gross. No, I mean, that specific way, gross. Alright, I should end the stream. This is getting out of hand. Yeah. It's stupid how much people like Dummy 2. It's, bruh. It's like Ghost Camp. It's like, how do you just ignore the fucking atrocities in those books? Like, there are things in those books that people just overlook the shit out of, and it's just stupidly ridiculous. Like, I look at them like they're smoking cocaine whenever they say, this is the best Dummy book of the 3. Like, sure, you can like it, but after hearing what they had to say about it, it's like, it's really good, yeah. It's like, no issues? Not that horrible first half, and same with Girls Camp. Not the random logic shit, bullshit with the giant monster in the woods. You know, didn't acknowledge the really slicey, blicey, poopy, gooby, wooby, nasty. Didn't like it so much first 50 pages. I don't know what the fuck I described. Not a big fan of the first 50 pages of Ghost Camp. Oh, shit. Bro. Please Don't Feed the Weirdo is a guilty pleasure read. Mentioned it a lot today, but I love Please Don't Feed the Weirdo. It is one of my favorite Goosebumps books in terms of just funness. But, the ending is fucking terrible for me. um, the whole book is building up to a certain thing, and it just doesn't do it. Like, it literally just does not do that certain thing. In fact, it's like it's trying to push further, but it just ends mid-chapter. I mean, for fuck's sakes, the final fucking chapter is 1 page. And I mean literally 1 page of space. It is the chapter thing, where it says chapter, I don't know, 69. And then it's the little paragraph, and then you flip the page like, okay, what's on the next page? That's it. That's the shortest chapter in all of Goosebumps. Not even fucking with you. That's actually how it is. I think it's the same for Wizard of Oz. It's like, why does it end so abruptly? And why are the endings? I mean, Wizard of Oz ending is great in a fucked up way, but like, well, in some aspects. But please don't feed the weirdo. Just like, I wanted you to actually wrap the book instead of bring up more shit. I'm not a fan of it. Oh, wow, we actually completely disagree. I think the first half is horrible in terms of quality of reading. It's like, it's not fun. But the second half is okay. Like, it's okay. It's above average. For a dummy story, I mean. Yeah. The thing with Dummy 2 and 3, they are virtually the same book. They have their respective issues. Alright, Dummy 3, I can't remember shit on top of my head, but there were a couple issues. Well, watch my review for it in January, if y'all want to hear. But I slightly prefer it over 2, just because 2's first half was so bad, and the entirety of Dummy 3 ain't just straight, you know, boring, not fun to read type stuff. It was all okay, at least borderline entertaining. I just have the glob of poop in my mouth. No buzz. E.T. phone on. It's fucking gross. Hello, Dino Kev. What the fuck? There's nuts in my throat. I was eating a chocolate bar of nuts, and the nuts are stuck in my throat. Shit! Oh, great! Nobody fucking clipped that. I never said there's... I'm not gonna say it again. I never said that. That's horrible. No diddy. Finger looking good. Definitely have to go wash my hands now. I got chocolate in my face. Well, that's my dessert. I'm not eating for tonight. Well, I already clipped it because there's an automatic clip button for like the past 5 minutes, so yeah. Nick, hello. How you doing, man? I'm doing decent. Had a good day. Oh, everybody. Quickly. Like I said, Haunted Mask graphic novel review coming out tomorrow. I'm recording it tonight. Gonna edit tonight. Gonna upload it tonight. It's gonna set to be public tomorrow. I don't know if I'm getting a video out today. Let alone Wednesday. And the thing is, you guys might have noticed when I made a community post with a bunch of videos that I was gonna do. But then, news dropped. The nights I was gonna do those fucking videos, and then I was like, oh, well, I don't have time now. It's bedtime. I gotta go to bed for school. Because I want to cover the news the second it drops. It's my thing. When news drops, I want to be straight on it, make a video, let you guys know. Because I love sharing that shit. Sharing some thoughts. Seeing what people think. A video is the best way to do that, by following this channel. But hopefully we can get some of those videos I promised. Like, hopefully the next one, Universally Loved Goosebumps books, which I have recorded now. Hopefully we'll get that out Thursday. Or soon. Maybe even today if I really have the time today. I mean, I could have done it right now. I just realized. But whatever! Whatever. Egg Monster poster just, twinkled. Yeah, I have an Egg Monster poster. Flexing it. Anyways. Hold on, let's see. Nice. Fear Street's decent. Careful which wish we're ending was wild. I agree. I think it's fucking terrible. We're gonna try and get some of those promise videos out. You know, Bad Hair Day review. Talk about the classic reprints of Goosebumps. You know, these bad boys. Totally not flexing that. You know, those guys. There we go. I'm directly showing the classic books. I mean, oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Oh, shit. I'm accidentally gonna flex my Hulk anyways. Now you can't see it. Alright, I'm gonna try and get some of those videos done and out by the end of this week. That's the goal. I promised them, and I mean, I'm like 4 videos without doing a single one of those. Besides the first one, which came out less than 24 hours after the post was made. You know, it's kind of weird. Like, Alex, when are you gonna do those videos? Like, you showed 3 videos that you haven't done for 4 videos straight that you upload. Like, Alex, you even made a whole Ghost Camp review. Return Ghost Camp review. And why I did that? Because I wanted to review it. Bad Hair Day review is probably going to be the final video of the week. Just calling that. Anyways, we're going to get Haunted Mask graphic novel review out tomorrow. I'm going to make it tonight. And, yeah. Probably going to be ending the stream really soon. No bragging. There we go. Now I literally can't flex unless you think I'm flexing my looks. Which, it's hard to flex something about your looks when you're fucking ugly. So, okay, I want to do that eventually, just, like, I have no interest. Like, I want to, it's just, like, I don't really think it's something I'd be interested in doing. Because I'm a Goosebumps channel. I'm not Fear Street, I'm not Ghost of Fear Street. As much as I want to talk about Ghost of Fear Street, because that series is really good. And I'm not any of these other Goosebumps, young adult horror things. I'm Goosebumps. Alright. Touch grass, by the way. Thank you? I don't know. I touch grass every day. Well, we're gonna get more very soon for updates of Season 2 of Goosebumps. But, for now... Sorry. A little excitement just leaked out of my mouth! Anyways. I love this book. Anyways. Oh, one scary kid about the end of the stream. It's like $300 worth of Goosebumps. Where? Behind me? Because, that's way more. Alright, this is a hot take. Even Bruce thinks I'm mad, and he really likes Fear Street so far. But he doesn't like the movies. Part 3.
I'm a sucker for finales and endings. Right, Breaking Bad season 5 is my favorite. All right, like I'm that type of guy. Um, it's just like it's oh I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying anything negative about it. I think it's one of the best like R.L. Stine medias ever. It's just like it. I feel so weird thinking that's the best of the three. I absolutely adore Part 3 of Fear Street because it is Part 1, which is my second favorite. Okay, I'm gonna be hot takey here, but my favorites go in this order: Part 3, then Part 1, then Part 2. But I love all of them. Alright, Part 2 is not very far below even 3. They're all pretty close to source. They're all one connecting story, but it is a solid trilogy. But I just prefer Part 3. Part 3 is my favorite because it is literally Part 1, which is my second favorite, with something else in it that's honestly almost is, if not even better than both parts did. And I love the setting of the time period. I love all of the things about it. I love the whole twists and reveals of. I can't remember her name. I think it was Sarah. Sarah, something really catchy for a last name that I kind of forgot because I haven't seen the movie in like a year and a half. But probably fucking up the bag there. Part 3 really kicks ass in the first half, or not half, but like first hour 20, I believe. And then we get to the final 40 minutes with the mall and that Joyride. Fucking Joyride. It's amazing. Just straight up. Biological dice. Okay, my whole collection's not worth 300. What the fuck? Dude, I spent 300 on the collection just a couple days ago. I got the Clue game. I got 2 blankets. I got Came from New Jersey. I got You Can't Scare Me TV book. I got a Goosebumps puzzle. That was barely Goosebumps, but yeah. And I got 2 slappy pins. A lot of one I just got a $10 novel yesterday. And to say Cheese and Die. For $4, but who cares? That was all $300. Because, I mean, literally went further that it's just one book. Came from New Jersey. It's fucking expensive. But I, found in real life, had to buy it. All that, and then you look behind me, and there's 10 years worth of collecting, because I've been collecting since I was in kindergarten. Like, collecting. Since I was, like, right before even kindergarten. Alright. Not even a fucking kindergarten. I remember when I was 4 and I went to. Yeah, I remember when I was 4 and I went to a shop and found a Cuddles collectible. And it's on the shelf right there. The same exact Cuddles collectible right there. But I found when I was 4. And now I'm fucking almost 15. Maybe I was 5. It hasn't been 11 years. It can be. Well, the one I've been watching Goosebumps since I was in my crib, so. Because my brother liked it and I was always there. And it kind of just grew on me. The earliest memory I have of my life is literally watching Goosebumps. I'm not even fucking with you. That's actually true. I was watching Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, and the power went out. We went to Wendy's. I don't know what the fuck was going on that night. Watching Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, power goes out, we go to Wendy's, we come home, I have a nightmare about Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. That is my earliest memory of existence. That I'm probably sure of. Yeah. It's fucking insane. Sorry I rambled, but yeah, this is way more than 300. I'm not flexing. That's not a good price to be spending on just eye candy, but well, and knowledge, literature. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it sells for 300. I don't know. Worry top 5 Halloween stories besides Haunted Mask. Well, Haunted Mask wouldn't be on there. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Um, I have only exclusively read Goosebumps Halloween stories, or rather, my top 5 would be literally Goosebumps. Um, I know it sounds sad, but it's fucking true. Um, I am gonna read a Halloween story that isn't Goosebumps this year, so. Favorite Halloween story. Top 5. Shit, I don't fucking know. Let me think hard. Well, I already know what number 1 would be. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Right, number 5, Attack the Jack-O-Lanterns. Biased as hell. Love that book. Aliens. Number 4, Headless Halloween. As you can see back there in the binder. I don't own that, sadly. Hopefully I'll find it. Because I don't buy Fear Share online. I find it. I buy it when I find it, and I mean, it served me kind of well over the years. That's my Fear Street collection. That isn't Ghost of Fear Street. Plus some Stein novels up there on the shelf. But yeah. Number 4, like I said, has Headless Halloween. Brutal. Great ending. Great plot. Great main character. Really fun story. Really creepy too. Number 3, The Haunted Mask. The OG. Need I say more? Number 2, Wanted, The Haunted Mask. I said it! It's better. I prefer it. I have more fun with it. Wanted, Haunted Mask. Amazing. Overall, love all 3 stories in there. Include the intro. Yeah. Number 1, Haunted Mask 2. But if I had to replace Haunted Mask, if anything, Pain House. One Night in Pain House. Oh, Wanted Haunted Mask is amazing. People say it's shit because of the third story, but the third story is really creepy and really good. It's like weird how people hate that so much. But I don't know. Maybe pumpkin horror ain't scary, just to give you a hint there. Even though it's like the most disturbing depiction of it I can fucking imagine. It is disturbing. It's actually scarier than jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah. Fear Street Prom Queen. I almost forgot that was coming out. Well, I'll check that out when it comes out eventually. Probably ain't canceled. I'm joking. I think I'm gonna end the stream now. I have to go to the bathroom. I want to make this video. I want to read. I am somewhat excited for that movie, but there's no like trailers or anything, so I can't get like over the moon about it. But I'm glad it exists. All right, bye, Noel. Read the new book. Sorry, read the book. The new Fear Street movie is adapting. It's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I don't own it. I've never been able to find it, but if I do, I'll pick it up since I don't own it. But sorry. There's a noise. If I find it, I'll get it. I'm sure they'll actually reprint it or something. Because I know they reprint Fear Street at some point. I believe they did. So they might reprint Prom Queen so people can actually, read it like they did with the Goosebump books that were reprinted for the 2023 show. So yeah, um, have to buy it online. We'll see. We'll see. If the movie comes out, and I don't know, I'll probably buy it online, read it prior to the movie's release, like a week before. Yeah, I ought to do that. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Stay goosebumping. I'm excited for season 2. I mean, as Egg Monsters, kissed it. Love Egg Monsters. And see y'all in the next one. Once you're out of the stream.